Coming up, 2 people were arrested following a traffic stop near Roosevelt High School. We have the details straight ahead.
Plus, Sioux Falls' newest triage center is just months away from opening. We show you the progress.
And how scammers are taking advantage of families who have already lost so much due to the pandemic.
Good morning. This is KELOLAND on the go with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your day.
2 people were arrested on Tuesday for a long list of drug charges in what Sioux Falls police say is a sizable bust. Police arrested 21-year-old Guido Peter and 20-year-old Courtney Nelson, both of Sioux Falls, near an intersection by Roosevelt High School. Police stopped the vehicle they were in because of dark tinted windows. Upon further investigation, police found a loaded gun, several pounds of marijuana, and other drug paraphernalia.
There had been some information that these 2 had been involved in some type of drug activity, and so the drug task force was somewhat familiar with their names, and so that was part of the reason that the search warrant.
Police got a search warrant and discovered another 6 pounds of pot and edibles inside their home. The Sioux Falls Triage Center that will help people going through addiction and mental health problems could be taking in its first clients in less than 2 months. Construction of the downtown building is expected to be completed by mid-May. After that, the medical staff will set up operations. The center was originally planned to open last fall, but the goal now is to be up and running by early June.
We had to make this more of a medical environment than what was initially planned. And then with the pandemic, some of the supplies and materials that went into construction also became in short supply, so we had to wait for those too. The triage center includes separate rooms for clients going through detox treatment, as well as a sobering center that serves as a safe place for intoxicated people to spend the night. We're getting more looks at Tuesday's snowfall in western KELOLAND thanks to our viewers. The pictures were sent to us from Hot Springs. The viewer who sent us these photos say they saw 10 inches of heavy, wet snow. If you have pictures or videos of the weather in your area, we'd love to see them. You can send them to you, share at KELOLAND.com. So, Scott, will today's weather help with cleaning up the snow?
Oh, yeah, I think even yesterday when we had those warm temperatures with numbers in the 40s, 50s, and 60s in the parts of western South Dakota help melt the snow. We'll do that again today, and then we may add to it as we go into later tonight and tomorrow with a new round of snow expected for the hills. Now, in the meantime, we'll watch the rain in eastern KELOLAND, especially this morning. Sunshine today, western central South Dakota. Dry conditions in our forecast for this weekend, but cooling temperatures next week. More details on your forecast with Brian coming up. Thank you, Scott. A Sioux Falls clinic is encouraging you to sign up to get your COVID-19 vaccine. The South Dakota Urban Indian Health Clinic gives shots 3 times a week. While they average about 20 to 30 vaccinations on those days, they have had extra doses.
We usually just open 1 vial at a time and then see what we have left over, and then that's kind of where we go, and we'll put out calls to social media like we have 2 extra doses today, call us and get in.
Sieber says she expected this as more places started to offer vaccines. If you'd like to sign up, you can call the number at the bottom of your screen. People who lost a loved one to COVID-19 will be eligible next week to apply for reimbursement from FEMA for funeral expenses. Loved ones can get up to $9,000 in reimbursement, and families who lost more than 1 member can receive up to $35,000. If you're eligible, you must call FEMA's hotline. No member of FEMA or the government will contact you. However, scammers are already trying to cash in on the program.
My biggest concern is that people are not getting scammed. If you get called by somebody saying, we'll help you fill out a report or whatever, that's probably not a true thing. We've put information on the funeral reimbursement program and how to apply on this story at KELOLAND.com. People all over KELOLAND are showing their support for court-appointed special advocates, otherwise known as CASA. They're wearing red capes because every child needs a hero. CASA of Sioux Falls hopes everyone will call or stop by to get a red cape and get your picture taken in support of the program. Photos are showing up on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. The executive director of the Sioux Falls office says people can donate by going to the CASA Sioux Falls website.
So everything we do is donor-driven or grant-driven. So we basically are out there asking people to be kind and care about kids and be a superhero by opening their purse strings or their wallets. CASA volunteers play an important role for children who are often neglected by their parents.
The volunteers are trained to make recommendations to judges on a child's behalf. And that's a look at some of our top stories.
Now let's get one last look at your weather with meteorologist Brian Karstens. Brian?
All right, weather today, well, we're watching the west here. We've got winter storm warnings for tonight and tomorrow for the northern Black Hills as another separate system comes in from Montana and Wyoming. Winter weather advisories there on the Wyoming side of the borders, so continue to watch that. During the day today, though, western South Dakota is actually going to be mostly sunny. The cloud line about there near Pierre, and then you'll notice Sioux Falls with the rain that's been marching from east to west, and that's the case there at 4 o'clock this afternoon. We still have rain painted here across parts of the east. I think that will be breaking up, though, as time goes on into the early evening, and Pierre's still sitting on the edge of that cloud line. But then a new batch of rain and snow moving into the Black Hills. Again, it'll be heavier in the higher elevations, and a whole lot of wind coming in with that system. It'll be gusting over 50 at times in Rapid City, so definitely consider that weather impactful tomorrow morning. Otherwise, most of KETHLAND tomorrow will have a general increase in the wind from the northwest, at least 20 to 35. And residual showers here and there will kind of wrap up. Let's look at your wind forecast today. It's a steady wind, 15 to 30, East River especially. And then you'll notice how we get that surge into western South Dakota tonight. That's that big pickup on wind, and then that'll overspread many areas on Friday. So kicking off the weekend a little cooler, but overall I think we'll get a good moderation there by Saturday, Sunday. Highs today even not bad, 67 in Rapid, 72 in Buffalo, but Sioux Falls with the rain, 51. Showers, still a chance of that in Sioux Falls tonight, low 40, 35 in Aberdeen. And then tomorrow, a lot of folks here in the mid to upper 50s. We might see a couple of 60-degree readings here and there, but it won't feel that warm with all the wind. The Sioux Falls 7-day looks better for outdoor weather this weekend. Highs close to 60 both days of the weekend. And then a general cooling trend into next week. We'll see how cool it gets. May end up cutting the highs into the 40s here. We'll continue to watch that trend there. And I think Pierre also cooling down. Not too active, though, as far as moisture is concerned. We've kind of left that dry for the time being. And also for Rapid City, mainly dry. But 40-degree weather likely early next week. Check out more details online at KETHLAND.com and have a great day.